Number 74, assume that the change in the concentration of N2O4 is small enough to be neglected in the following problem. Then we have letter A. Calculate the equilibrium concentration of both species in 1.00 liter of a solution prepared from 0.129 moles of N2O4 with chloroform as the solvent. And then they give us this equation with the Kc value. All right, so they give us an equation. I'm just going to write this a little bit bigger. So we have N2O4, and that's a gas. And this comes to equilibrium with 2 NO2 gas. Okay, so let's just put that there, right? So we want to basically know the equilibrium concentrations, and this is being prepared from an amount of 0.129 moles of N2O4. Now we have to read in between the lines, guys, okay? Now they did say, assume that the change in the concentration of N2O4 is small enough to be neglected, but we want to find the equilibrium concentrations if it was prepared from. If you're preparing from something, that means that you're starting with something. These are starting amounts, or this is a starting amount, 0.129 moles of N2O4. If you're starting with this, or you have this initially, if they give you starting amounts, you go straight to a little table called the ICE table. Some teachers or professors use the RICE table. The R stands for reaction, but I like to get rid of that and I just like to use ICE. This is just a handy dandy tool to help you gather your thoughts together, because the only thing that really is important is this equilibrium line down here. E stands for equilibrium, but we'll go through it. So let's start from the top. I stands for initial. Now, it's all about initial concentrations, not initial moles. They told us that we had 0.129 moles. But all that's going to be allowed in here, especially if you have a Kc, is only molarity. So I have to just transfer this amount into molarity. They did tell me the liters. Remember that formula way back in the day? Molarity equals moles over liters. Yeah, we need to memorize that one, guys, okay? So, especially coming up with acids and bases, so know this formula. Molarity equals moles over liters. So they give me the moles of the N2O4. They tell me that it's in 1 liter. 0.129 divided by 1 is the same number. So in this case, they were nice. But maybe on your test or quiz, they might not be so nice. So just always double check that. So I have 0.129 for here. Now, did they say that we were starting off with anything for the NO2? No, they just said that we prepared this from only the moles of the N2O4. So if they didn't say anything, that means that I did not start off with any NO2. Now let's do the change. C stands for change, and the change in the molarity. Well, always look at the zero guy. You can't take from something that you don't have. So when you start off with 0, you can only go up from there. You can never have negative molarity. So I know that this has to be a plus, which means that the other side of the equation has to be a minus, right? So minus and plus what? Well, this comes from the coefficients. Remember, there was a 1 in front of here and a 2 in front of here. So technically this would be minus 1 something. I don't know how much this changes, so I just label it as x. So this would be minus 1x, but who says 1x, right? It would just be x. But this one, I have to say plus 2x. And now your E, which stands for equilibrium, is the combination of your initial and your change. You're basically coming to equilibrium. So you just basically sum this all up. It would be 0.129 minus x. And maybe I'll put that as a nice little. And then this one would be 0 plus 2x, which is literally just 2x. So now here comes the equilibrium line. This is the only information that we care about when we plug it into our Kc equation. Now, they did say, assume that the change in concentration of N2O4 is small enough to be neglected. So, with that being the case, that means that whatever you initially started with, there is such a small change that even if you subtracted such a small number, you would get exactly where you started from. So this is what we mean by neglecting. You can make it easy on yourself because we don't want to use a quadratic formula and just get rid of this. We're saying, okay, the change is so small that I don't care about the change. It's not going to do anything for me in the math, so I'm going to keep it as 0.129. Now let's write out our Kc expression, right? It's this one right here. Kc equals just the concentration of the products divided by the reactants. Just make sure that, we have aqueous and gases in there. Those are the only two states that are allowed, but we're good. They're both gases. So we got Kc equals the concentration of your product, which is NO2. Remember, we got to raise it to the coefficient, so I'm going to square that one. There was a 2 here. And then it's the concentration of the reactant. So N2O4. There was a 1 in front of here, so I could raise it to the first, but I don't have to. And now let's just see. This is going to be 2x, because that's what we said. We said 2x. And this is going to be just the 0.29. Oh, hold on, guys. Did you see the catch? Did you see the catch? I caught it. The NO2 is this. So this up here is the 2x. And then this down here is the 0.129, right? 0.129 for N2O4, 2x for the NO2. And then they gave us that Kc value. So this is going to be 1.07 times 10 to the negative fifth. And now we can solve for the x value. So 1.07 times 10 to the negative fifth equals something over something else. We have 2x, and that's being squared. And then this is now going to be 0.129. And now let's just simplify. We could cross multiply this, right? This times, hold on. This times this, and then this over 1, right? So let's see. I'll go back up here, okay? So I'm going to do 1.07 times 10 to the negative fifth times 0.129. So I'm going to try not to round because I'm not at my final answer yet. So 1.3803 times 10 to the negative 6 equals, now here's the thing, guys, 2x squared. That means that you have 2x times 2x. So you have to multiply both of them. 2 times 2 is 4. X times x, you have x squared. You got 2 x's. So this would now be equal to 4x squared. Let's divide by that 4 first, because we want to get x by itself. So actually this would be x squared equals, for some reason I always like to have the x squared on the left side, but you don't have to change it. This divided by 4. Okay, so I get 3.45075. I still don't want to round because I'm not at the answer yet. And now this is being squared. So I just take the square root and I'm going to have x equals. So I'm just going to square root that answer. And now I'm going to round. So in this case, it looks like I have 3 sig figs. So I'm going to say 5.87 times 10 to the negative fourth. And keep in mind that these are molarity values. So this is capital M. So now we're not done yet, because we want to know, so maybe I'll just highlight this off. We want to know calculate the equilibrium concentration of both species, aka the ones that are down at the equilibrium line. So I'm just going to, if you need to, just pause the video because I do have to get rid of some of this stuff because, just for sake of scrunching the video here. So just pause the video if you just need to write anything down, but I'm just going to get rid of this bottom part here, okay? All right, so I'll get rid of all of this, and I guess I'll get rid of all this. Okay, so now, at equilibrium, we did state that the concentration of N2O4 was 0.129 minus X, right? And then the concentration of the NO2 was 2X. Now, all we did, guys, was we found the X value. We did not find the concentrations because we have to do just these little, individual math things here. So I have to plug this in and plug this in. Now, when you're solving for your equilibrium for the N2O4, you still subtract by X. You still take into consideration that, okay, there was a minus X here, so I'm just going to do that. So let's see. So this would be 0.129 minus the X value that we got, 5.87 times 10 to the negative fourth. And then the same thing here, 2 times the X value that we found out, 5.87 times 10 to the negative fourth. And now we are ready to find out our concentrations. So the concentration of N2O4, and then the concentration of NO2, let's see. So 0.129 minus 5.87 times 10 to the negative fourth, I get 0.128, and that's the molarity. And then for the NO2, 2 times 5.87 times 10 to the negative fourth. 3 sig figs, so I'm just going to turn this into scientific notation, 1.17 times 10 to the 3. So negative third molarity. And those are your 2 answers for letter A. Okay. Now, for letter B, it does say confirm that the change is small enough to be neglected. Basically, you're just justifying that when we did the calculation, we could get rid of this X value. Now, this is teacher or a professor specific. There are a lot of ways that teachers or professors like to check to see if we can neglect this X. There's 2 rules that basically we can do here. One rule is that it is able to be neglected if you check between your initial concentration and your final concentration of the one that you neglected. So I care about the N2O4 and not the NO2. So if we look at these 2 numbers, if they differ by the last sig fig by only 1, then you're good to go. So you see how it's literally the next number up, 0.128 and then 0.129. Since they're so close, that's how it can be neglected. Also, you could do the 5% rule. Basically, what your answer is, you take the answer and divide it by your initial concentration and times it by 100. So in this case, I would do 5.87 times 10 to the negative fourth and divide that by 0.129 times 100. If that answer is 5% or less, you can also neglect it. So if I do 5.87 times 10 to the negative fourth divided by 0.129 times 100, I get like 0.45. So way low, you can neglect. But this is teacher or professor specific. But basically, if you get your 2 concentrations to be so close, then you can neglect that minus X, and it just makes your life much easier when doing the math. All right? So hopefully this helped. Let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'd love to hear from you guys. And I hope you guys are doing great out there. Let's keep, doing well on your tests and quizzes. And I will all talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.